Hi Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. I hope everyone is doing fabulous today, as I always say. Welcome back to everyone. Welcome back, or welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome to everyone, okay? So you guys, today, I just want to offer some words of encouragement, okay? There may be a breakthrough with someone you're dealing with or a situation that you've been dealing with. You may have been dealing with a situation where perhaps people wouldn't listen to you. Perhaps something has transpired in your life that is so egregious that it's hard to believe it's actually transpired. And so for some people who haven't gone through what you've gone through, Collective, it may be a little hard to understand some of the things that have gone on and the level at which things have transpired, okay? So I want to offer you words of encouragement. There may be people coming in that are ready to listen. There may be people that are coming in that are ready to back you up or help you. Okay? This could be parental figures. It just depends on your situation. Okay? So with no further ado, I'm going to say a quick prayer and we're going to get right into this reading. Okay? But just I want y'all to know that you are loved. Okay? Continue to stay prayed up. Love yourself. Continue to stand your ground when it comes to the way you need to be respected and treated. But at the same time, be open-minded and pray for others to be open-minded to what it is that you've experienced. And again, I just want to offer some words of encouragement. I know it doesn't mean a lot coming from me. However, I know I have a lot of regular subscribers that watch my videos like every single time I post, and I appreciate and love you guys so much. And that's why I want to let you guys know that there could be a turning of an energy here that may be encouraging for you. Okay? So just remember, even when you feel like you are alone and you're in times of perhaps just being by yourself, it can get a little, it can feel isolating. And I just want you guys to know that you are incredibly loved, you are incredibly protected, and you deserve the respect and love that that you want for yourself in your life. Okay, so let's get into things. All right, I'm going to say a quick prayer. Okay, guys. Holy Spirit, divine angels and ancestors, spirit guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter the space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. So I also want to just mention something. The last few readings, you guys have been very precise for someone. Okay, I also want to get this out here so that way if there are people watching my videos and you are on the receiving end, or you feel like I'm speaking about you in a reading, generally this is karmic energies that come in and cross watch, and or just anyone else that doesn't have good intentions. But what I want to say is, I don't know anyone who's watching my channel. I have never told anybody but one person that I know that I even have a YouTube channel. Yeah, it's on my website and everything. However, I'm a very private person, right? So if I'm speaking about your energy in a reading, if you're a cross watcher, karmic, or whomever, and it's coming out, that's not because I know who you are. It's not because I've went and investigated you online and now I'm bringing up energy. I don't bring up any energy on anybody unless they get in my energy first, okay? I don't just sit down and try to tap into people's energy. I don't have freaking time for that, okay? So, like, seriously, you know, if you're, you really don't need to waste your time coming in the comments and acting like I have some sort of inside knowledge or something on you. I have absolutely no idea who any of these readings have to do with. Okay, so please keep that in mind, and just remember that I'm bringing you guys these readings from a place of empowerment, love, for clarification and confirmation. Okay, so I'm getting my messages directly through the cards and spirit. I'm not adding in anything. This isn't hyperbole. This is none of those things. This is just simple. Okay, I'm pulling cards and I'm reading the energies, okay? So, yeah. Okay, so let's get into this. It's time to stop blaming and start loving with self-love and victim mentality. Somebody could be stuck on a negative timeline. It may be time to forgive yourself, collective, for something that has transpired. It may be time for these people that you're dealing with to do the inner work, do the shadow work. And for them to recognize what's triggering them. There could be something this could actually be keeping someone from moving forward. This could have to do with financial blocks. This could have to do with relationships with others. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get some information for the collective, please? For this readings. Overall energy. Aquarius. There could be an Aquarius involved. You could be an Aquarius. An Aquarius could have acted like they didn't care about something. They may be needing their space and time to think about things on their own. This particular person or energy didn't want to be tied down by a relationship. They may not have been ready to put the work in something. Inner turmoil. Yes, somebody could be needing to look at something that's transpired here. Somebody could be doubting or questioning decisions about something. There could be a fight between mind and heart. So logic over emotion. Somebody could be feeling worried or conflicted about something that's going on in their life. They could be, or you could be, feeling unhappy with some things that have transpired in your life. Something could be giving you like a headache when it comes to something, or someone could be treating you as though you're a pain or something. Like, I don't want to say, I'm just trying to, there could be a Sagittarius involved. You could be a Sagittarius. Somebody could have said a lot of things that they should not have said. Something could have been said out of anger or fear. Someone could have said something that they wish that they hadn't said. They said something without thinking. Let's get 2 more, please, Holy Spirit. Inner child healing. Yeah. So somebody may need to go inside and start exploring the authentic feelings and parts of you that have been rejected. So if somebody is saying things out of fear or saying things they shouldn't have said because they weren't thinking, this is because there's inner child healing that needs to be addressed. This fits into shadow work, trauma. This could be because somebody's feeling like they were rejected. This could tap into some type of an inner wound of being rejected at some point. This could have been by a family member, by a partner. This could have been by a caregiver specifically. Collective. This could be your energy. This could be someone else's energy around you. But going within and trying to heal these specific things is really what is going to bring in the healing, collective. One more card, please, Holy Spirit. So, you could feel like a caregiver gave you unrelatable or unsympathetic advice. This person could be easily influenced by others and their viewpoints. This person could have unpleasant opinions and creating doubt and denial of something here that you've tried to speak up about. This could be anything. Somebody could have said your connection even to the divine or to spirit, God, wasn't even real. Somebody could be just speaking opinions and they're based off of 0 facts. This could be a Sagittarius or Aquarius, or this is your zodiac sign, or somebody has this in their chart, sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc. Okay? But somebody here needs to go inside, go within, and heal their inner child. It's time. Somebody could be getting rejected, and this is what triggers them to go into this mindset. All right, let's keep going now. Let me get a different deck. Oh, come on, cards. There we go. All right. You could feel like somebody messed up an emotional connection. This could have been an Aquarius. Can I get some information for this? Better off. So you may be feeling better off without this Aquarius. Now this could be Aquarius anywhere, again, in someone's chart. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc. If you don't know what a natal birth chart is, I highly suggest that you look into astrology and perhaps get some information that will bring in some understanding about what everything is. Unfortunately, I don't have time today to go into everything, but yeah, you may be happy that you're getting a perspective change on something. You may feel better off. You may be in a stage of independence right now after dealing with some type of inner turmoil. consequences, karma, destiny, cause and effect. So this turmoil could be feeling like karma, or something to that effect. Somebody could be doubting and questioning decisions that you've made in the past. Someone could be specifically saying this is a direct cause and effect of what you've done with something, or what someone has done with something. This could be a feminine energy. This could be a feminine energy that's detached from something. You could feel like you slowly disconnected from someone. This could be a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. You could be feeling detached of some karma here. We have avoiding, escaping, pushing away, or blocking. So somebody, feminine energy here could be detaching from and trying to escape some sort of avoidant, or avoid something here. They could be pushing away something, trying to block something out. This could have something to do with a Sagittarius or an Aquarius, but again, it doesn't have to. And if you don't know someone's full chart, it's not going to really apply. All right. What else do we need, Holy Spirit? Apology and shallow. So there could actually be an apology from a Sagittarius, but this is superficial. It's shallow. You could feel like this person, they might want to return and ask for some sort of forgiveness. They may even bring you a gift. Now, again, this apology, I'm getting that if this person had apologized in a way that seemed genuine and sincere, perhaps things wouldn't be where they are right now. But you could have sensed, you could be sensing someone's low vibrational energy coming out. And this is not an illusion. This is truly how they are. Because what we don't know, we don't know. So if somebody is doubting you or your abilities, your connection to the divine, whatever, and they're talking bad behind the scenes, this is something that is not a reflection of you, collective. This is a reflection of somebody's ignorance when it comes to the subject matter, okay? And when people are coming from a low vibrational place, they will do anything that they can to try to justify in their mind how they're right and someone else is wrong. Not only to mention that there's a narcissistic factor to it. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to tell you what's coming up, okay? So this particular person may not have ever apologized. And if they did, it was maybe perhaps insincere. This could be that you felt this person was insincere. I'm picking up an energy of lying. So this person could have lied to you and it was like nothing. It just rolled off the tongue as like so easy for this person to lie, and you could be able to be picking up on this person's everything about what they say and do, their micro expressions. When someone's lying, you may have been put through a collective, and trust me, a lot of scapegoats, chosen ones, earth angel, star seeds, we have been through it. So that being said, you have been through a lot of trauma, and you are able to read people like no one else, okay? And this is all going back to trauma that you've experienced. If you've dealt with trauma, you have a keen ability to focus in on emotions and body language. You know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments, okay? So essentially, this person needed to apologize. They didn't. They cared so little that they did not even bother to apologize. And if they did, this was so superficial, it was so shallow, it was meaningless, and it seemed insincere. You could have felt like this person was concealing something, hiding something, a secret. They were being mysterious about something. This was making them look like they had no depth to them. So this particular energy could have had no depth to them whatsoever. You could have felt like they were being secretive, opinionated. And we have with this no depth, this is shallow. This is the very card that I just pulled in reverse. So depth in reverse is shallow. All right, so let's get some more information. We have beginning. Somebody could be opinionated about your new beginning or a fresh start that you're embarking on. This person could be or energy could be unrelated or unrelatable, rather, to whatever it is you're doing. So like, let's use myself as an example. Let's say I tell my father, okay, that I'm a tarot reader and spiritual guide and, you know, all the things, right? And he just is like so opinionated, he can't understand, he's very religious, the opposite, and thinks what I'm doing is stupid or it's woo-woo or whatever. That's the kind of thing that I'm getting here. Unrelatable and unsympathetic to others, and I am completely the opposite. I'm a super empath. So for me, this is something that I enjoy. I love helping other people. So somebody could be very opinionated about your new direction, and at every chance, they want to say something negative. This person could be saying your connection to the divine just is not real. And who's to say that, right? All right, let's get one more. Okay. Something about the chase and someone being infatuated. So this energy who needs to do this inner child healing and go inside and explore their actual authentic feelings and who they are, may have been infatuated with you and the chase. They could still be in some type of relentless pursuit for you. Now, I don't know if there's somebody that's like, I don't know what this energy is. Like, I don't know if this is a partner, if this is somebody you worked with, somebody you dated, an ex, a current partner, a friend, a business acquaintance. I don't know, but something here about someone being infatuated and specifically with the chase of something. This could be the chase of you, the chase of getting into a relationship with you. Now, some people will actually enjoy chasing people because it is an ego boost for them. Because once they get the person to say yes, right, or I'm into you, or whatever, then they're not interested. This is very, very common for specifically people that are, you know, I don't want to say this, but narcissistic. It is what it is. Someone could also be saying, okay, this person could be addicted to the chase. Okay, so let's keep going. So I also want to say while I'm doing this, you guys, thank you so much for liking the video. It really helps get these messages out to others, and it's really helpful to the channel, so I really appreciate that. You guys could go right now while I'm setting up these cards and like the reading. Maybe subscribe if you like. I feel so weird asking you guys that. Like, I don't normally ask it at all, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm here to get these messages out. This is my mission, and yeah, you can be on board or not. Okay. Let's get some clarification, you guys, because I'm doing things a little different today. So, yeah. All right. So there is a heavy energy here about inner turmoil. This could be a feminine that's experiencing inner turmoil, perhaps trying to avoid something. This could be affecting someone's new beginning because they have been avoiding something. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get some clarification for better off? Uh-oh. Sorry about all that noise. All right. Inside scoop. A closer look, nosy, and up in your business. So you could feel better off without an energy. You could feel happier without an energy all up in your business. This may have allowed you to clear your headspace. This may have allowed you to remove some type of blocks in your life, financial blocks, career blocks. But you could be happy that whoever this person is like not all up in your business, or perhaps maybe they are all up in your business still. Or this could be just somebody wanting to get the inside scoop on what's gone on. They want to get a perspective from your point of view of what has transpired. We have marrying for money. Interesting. Somebody could be all up in your business, collective, trying to get a closer look on who you are, what you have, your finances, what you own, your assets, inheritances, something like that. That's what I'm picking up. This particular energy could marry for money. And you could have dodged this, and you could be really happy now and being able to clear your headspace. You could feel, I just heard the word cling on. Now, someone could be like holding on for dear life to your shine. So the very thing somebody dislikes about you, your shine irritating their demons, is what they're trying to hold on to, what they're trying to get a closer look of and be up all in your business for. Your light irritates their demons. This is why. All right, let's clarify consequences, please. We have haunted. Let me get some more information, but consequences, haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects. Someone could be saying that they're getting karma, or you're getting karma. Someone's getting karma here and having flashbacks and memories from something traumatic that happened. This is cause and effect and side effects of whatever this destined situation was for someone, or is. There could be a boss daddy involved in something that is traumatized about something. This person could be wanting to bring some sort of karma to someone, or they're receiving some sort of consequence for what they've done. They could be being haunted by the things that they did. This person could have a lot of money. This person could be worried about somebody wanting to marry them for money. This boss daddy could be looking into someone and all they're seeing is that you have shine, you have light, you have an angelic aura about you. All right, let's get one more for consequences, please. We have girl fights, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. I'm really getting that this is about competition. At war, somebody wants to be fighting. This could be even a female, doesn't have to be. Now, you could feel like whatever's gone on with this person, they fight dirty, is what I'm getting. Like, this isn't like an equal thing at all. This person could be like, they fight dirty and they know it. They could be trying to cause problems for you, to cause arguments. These arguments could be about something that's transpired in the past that was traumatic. Now listen, this is the thing. When somebody's gone through trauma, and you guys, I'm speaking from experience, okay? So I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to school anybody on anything. I'm simply explaining from experience. So when you go through repeated traumatic experiences, back to back, one after another for years at a time, what happens is you start to question whether what's going on is actually legitimate. So let's say you go through some trauma, like back-to-back traumas, and then something else traumatizing happens to you. It's almost like you are having an out-of-body experience and not sure if you're trusting what you're seeing and what you're experiencing. So it can take a really long time, even years, for you to realize what has gone on. Trauma does all sorts of different things to our brain, our emotions, how we process things. If we get stuck in a fight or flight mode, it changes how our perception is. It changes things, changes who we are. So I do want to extend love and patience to you if you have dealt with a situation that is traumatic and then it's been hard for you to maybe leave the house or go out or start to date or have friends or even trust people that are your family that you should be able to trust. Okay? So just know that working on this trauma, revisiting what's transpired, trying to remember deep details, because when we go through trauma, it either kind of like goes out of our memory or it's something that we keep reliving on a repeated basis. Okay, so there's really two ways that works. Somebody could be saying, collective, if you're a female energy here, you could be detaching from something someone's saying about you. They could be trying to cause inner turmoil for you. They could say anything and do. This is what someone's saying. They're saying that you will do anything and say anything for clout. That you are making things up and you're dramatic. Now, this could either be what someone's saying about you, this feminine energy, or you could be this feminine energy saying this about someone else. You could be a feminine energy that's detaching from whatever it is, this karma or consequences somebody is trying to bring to your world. You could be just trying to be happy and at peace. Someone could have said, though, I hate to say this, but somebody could have said that you marry for money. They could have given somebody the inside scoop. Said that, like this, whatever somebody said here is simply because your light irritates their demons. They could have said you marry for money. They could have said this to somebody who has a lot of money. They were doing this to cause a fight, an argument. This person could have been in competition with you for this person, even. One more, please, for feminine energy. You could just be detaching from these people and emotionally detaching from the things that people are saying because it's been happening so much. Unbothered. Wow. You're unbothered by this. And like, honestly, you should be, because, you know, this says more about whoever's doing it than it does about you. What is this energy of avoiding? Who's avoiding and what's being avoided here? Something about moving. Okay, this is clarifying avoiding, escaping, blocking, pushing away. Somebody may be moving. You may be, like, if you've endured some sort of trauma, you may be trying to avoid these people, person, rumors, whatever, by moving. You could be feeling like, okay, new place, new energy, new start. But the truth is wherever you go, there you are. The truth is if you don't get something squared away properly, it's going to follow you wherever you go. Again, the saying is, wherever you go, there you are. Okay? So moving may not be the answer to something. Moving is going to be escaping, but it's just going to meet you where you're at. Okay? So now this could be a karmic energy that I'm speaking to. I am not yet convinced that this is your energy, collective. Okay? So let's keep it positive and until we get more information. Clarify moving, please. Can I get one more? Wasting time, stuck, no changes. Yeah. What did I just say? Moving could just be a waste of time. You'll be stuck. There'll be no changes. So what's the point of moving, right? If it's just going to follow you. We have unfazed. This was on the split. Somebody could be trying to cock block you, collective. Sorry, I was just looking out the window. Yeah, so somebody either somebody here is unfazed about how they're cock blocking you, or you could be unfazed about something that's transpired. This person who's cock blocking you could be moving in silence. Somebody could have said you were doing dark magic, that you should be ignored. They could be using scarcity tactics, or these scarcity tactics are backfiring. Somebody could be trying to checkmate someone, but it's just not working because you're uninterested. This person or this person could be not very creative. They could steal your work or they just feed off of you because they're shallow. I'm sorry to say this, you guys, but this is what's coming out. Because they're shallow. This person may make no apologies for how they are. They may not care. This person could also be wanting, or energy, however you want to look at it, could be returning with a superficial, shallow apology, hoping for a new beginning. Holy Spirit, holy angels, Clarify shallow, apology, uninterested. So this could be your energy. You could be uninterested in this person returning to kiss your ass. Y'all, I can't make it up. So you could be completely uninterested in this shallow, superficial individual returning to kiss your ass. They might bring you flowers or something, like on the card. You could be like you could be like saying like all you had to do was like be honest, or all you had to do was an apology, or all you had to do was, I don't know, somebody did something here that was shady. They know it, you know it. And you know there's something deeper to something. There could be some secrets this person's hiding. Clarify shallow. And now they're crying over you. Hold on, y'all. This could just be the same. Sorry, I do have clothes on. Same shit, different day. Okay. So this could be the same shit, different day. Like what did you expect? And now they're crying over you. But I'm getting this person doesn't really know how to treat people. Again, with no depth to them. And it sounds like I'm being mean, you guys. And I promise you I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to explain things as they're coming out. Clarify infatuation and the chase. Oh my God. Hold on, let me get closer. Obsessive. This could be an obsessive, dangerous, and toxic person that is chasing, infatuated with chasing in a relentless pursuit, perhaps very karmic and unhealthy. This particular person, once they get into your good graces, they're going to do something not perhaps, like this person may do, once they get back in, they have some sort of, again, relentless pursuit for some type of victory. They have compulsion for some sort of victory. Again, very dangerous and toxic. This could be all this individual knows. They only know how to be toxic and unhealthy. One more, please, for infatuation and chase. We have broke ass and caught a case. Oh, wow. Y'all, this deck is like really coming through with some energy, isn't it? Okay, so somebody could be extremely toxic because they don't have a lot of abundance. I'm trying to put this nicely. They don't have a lot of money, perhaps. This could be this energy who's like trying to marry for money. Somebody could have looked you up and saw your shine. They then looked at the inside scoop of something, took a closer look up in your business to see if you would be worth marrying for money to bring in some sort of happiness for them. This person specifically could have either caught some sort of medical case or some type of a case like with the law. I'm not so quick to say, so let's go ahead and keep going. Creeping. So you may know who this person is based on the fact that they're creeping around your energy. They're watching. Somebody could be watching, trying to like be obsessed with getting you caught up in something. This person is a happiness hater, collective. They don't want you to be with anyone new. This could be, y'all, this X energy, man, they're relentless. Yeah, somebody is like researching you. They're getting information on you. They could be trying to create some sort of legal case. Somebody could be threatening a legal case. This is going to backfire with this legal issues in reverse. Somebody could have threatened going to like a lawyer, an immigration attorney, a court, a judge. They could have made some type of an offer to a judge to intimidate you. They may be saying they're not into you. They just dusted this off. But they're making fake accounts, coming in and like trying to watch you or something, trying to get evidence. They're trying to get photo proof of something here. This person could actually fake flex. Something about child services. Somebody could be trying to get photo proof of you doing something online so they can have CPS come in. They could be pretending to be into you and then reporting something somewhere. Yeah. Reporting something, neglect. Somebody could be coming in and specifically doing this to like abuse you, poking the bear, trying to get reactive abuse out of you. They could be trying to do this through gathering evidence online with fake accounts, pretending to be into you, maybe perhaps even giving you an offer. This is why this energy feels so shallow and superficial, because it is. This is not going to work. This legal issue here, and this is not going to work. But collective, make sure you're you know, if you have any questions about how to protect yourself online, or how to speak online, or, you know, of course we want to be honest and genuine, right? But at the same time, protect ourselves. Okay, so somebody might need to hear that. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so you could be hoping that this person who's crying over you just will go into a new direction. I just heard to the left. Isn't that a song? To the left, everything you own in a box to the left. I don't know, you guys. I don't even know. I think it's by like Beyonce or something. But all right, let's clarify better off, please. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do we need to know about this marrying for money? Chosen one. Someone who is loved and admired, which causes resentment in those who feel overlooked by comparison. So you could be this chosen one energy, collective. Somebody could be born February 7th, but you're this chosen one energy who is better off and perhaps happy without whoever this individual is. And again, this is not to be mean. This is just to be real. So you're this chosen one whose light irritates someone's demons. Someone could have a white horse. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify consequences. What else do we need to know? Jane Doe and Delulu. Lost identity, erased presence, silent voice, representing all the missing, unheard, and erased persons. This boss daddy could be trying to, unfortunately, make someone a Jane Doe. They could be trying to erase your presence or silence your voice. Because you are the voice of the people who are unheard. Whatever's going on here, somebody's trying to bring some sort of karma to you and consequence to you because you refuse to be silent. They could be saying you're delusional, or you hold some sort of unrealistic belief or fantasy. They could be saying you're crazy. The card says, but is it? Are you crazy? No. All right, let's clarify feminine energy. What do we need to know about this? Somebody could be trying really hard to discredit you, collective, so that way you have no voice, so that way nobody listens to you when you speak. Somebody could be trying to discredit you and traumatize you so you won't maybe go to the police and tell someone, or tell someone something. Somebody's trying really, really hard to cause some sort of fighting with you. Somebody could be poking, like I said earlier, poking the bear. Somebody wants you to be looked at as being delusional. They want to silence you. We have highlighting, emphasizing what's important, giving attention to something. So somebody doesn't want you to give attention to something. They want you to be looked at as you are delusional. So they're trying to silence you, even perhaps trying to make you, and God forbid, a Jane Doe. Do you guys know what that means? If you've ever watched, SVU or whatever it is, you probably would know what a Jane Doe is. Somebody's trying to silence you, and this could even be like, I don't know, but there's something here about a female energy. 2 female energies, maybe 3 even. There could be 2 energies that are trying to make you a Jane Doe. They could be starting arguments and or physical fights with you. Someone could be born January 17th or January 1993. All right, clarify. Let me get one more. Ooh, dang, that one just, those flipped right out. Integrational conflict and tariff wars. Power struggles, obstacles, restrictions that impede the flow of creativity. You could be fighting with somebody over values, money, identity, something that happened in the past, something that could happen in the future. Or somebody wants you to be, there's a conflict here about somebody trying to create obstacles for you, a power struggle with you to fight over something of value. This could be your life, this could be money, this could be values within your family or a partnership. Somebody could be trying to create this conflict and act like they have power over your future, and they could be trying to come in and make you irrelevant. They could be doing this in order to highlight the fact that you're saying something that they're saying isn't true or something. So you could actually have information on someone's business, some type of inside information on someone's life, their business, their actions, something that they've done in the past. Okay, so you could be speaking on someone's past and they're trying to ruin your future at the same time. So if they want you to be silent about something that happened in the past, and they're threatening perhaps to bring you some sort of intense economic conflict. or obstacles to restrict you. This could be to restrict your finances or something creatively. Somebody could be born in 1964. That's what it says on the card. And remember, I'm giving you guys information from the cards. Cognitive impairment, neurodevelopmental disorder, and difficulty with mental tasks, people, or underestimating you. People could be underestimating you. They may say that you have a difficult time dealing with certain mental tasks, or you have cognitive impairment, that you have some type of neurodevelopmental mental disorder. I'm not getting that. Just because somebody says that doesn't mean it's true, right? And this could be like, these people could be saying anything or doing anything. Now, to you, this feminine energy, they could be trying to say that you have some sort of cognitive impairment, so nobody will listen to you. They're trying to highlight the fact that there could be some neurodevelopmental disorder, to say you're delusional. Wow, I'm so sorry. Spinning the truth. Storytelling. Okay, somebody could be saying you're spinning the truth about something. There's also an energy here of avoiding accountability, or somebody trying to influence another's perception about you. This is specifically relating to you, who you are, the things that you've done, how you operate. Now, if you, again, have been through some type of trauma, this can come through, is cognitive impairment, because it slows, when you've gone through a lot of trauma, collective, it slows your ability to process things down. And it makes you sometimes doubt your reality. So you don't know how to handle certain things. And it may make you slower in the way that you handle things. And sometimes when we've been through so much trauma, we have no control over how our brain blocks it out. And our brain does that as a defense mechanism. Okay? So you could have gone through a traumatizing experience at one point after a lot of different traumas. And you may not have realized what happened because your brain blocked it out. This was a defense mechanism that happens when you've already experienced some type of PTSD. Okay? So, continue to be unbothered by this. These people or person just wants to spin the truth. So somebody could be looking down on you and saying you have some sort of cognitive impairment, that you need to be silenced. Something could be being reflected on. Somebody could be analyzing or determining worth, or if something is worth continuing. They may be looking at a change, a needed change. They may be looking to reevaluate something. Choosing the bear. Rather be alone with a wild animal than with an XY chromosome human. Oh my God, I can't believe these cards. You guys, I've had this deck for a little while now, and I have all of her decks, and I love them all. They're the graffiti decks. This is the third volume, and it's great. So anyway, you would maybe rather be alone with a wild animal than with someone of the opposite sex. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to comment too much on this. Maybe it's a moment of amusement, perhaps, to give us a little laugh. Friends to frenemies, spoken or unspoken betrayal, hidden conflict, jealousy, betrayal, or divergent of values. There could have been some sort of unspoken betrayal between you and another person. There could be some type of hidden conflict that you're not aware of that has to do with jealousy and betrayal. It could be a difference in values, just complete difference in values. Like you could have been raised one way with a certain amount of values. Like you could be an only child even, where you got all the attention, all the love, all the attention to help you grow and learn and live life. Whereas another person could have grown up in a large family, like my grandmother, where she was like one of 12 kids. And the attention is split so incredibly thin that you just don't get the same attention as somebody who would, let's say, be in a, so this could just be a difference of that. But I'm getting there's some type of a betrayal here that caused a conflict. And now you would rather be with a wild animal. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's clarify avoiding again. So you may be avoiding this situation here with this person where there's this betrayal. Now look at this, you guys. I can't show you this card, but it says cyber flashing, okay? And on this card, it says sending obscene images to strangers online, violation of digital boundaries, unseen predator. Someone could be trying to escape this now. Whatever they did here, they could have sent pictures of you that were either real or fake. And this is the thing about this technology era that we're in, is anything can be faked. CGI, AI, whatever you want to blame it on. It's the line between what is real and fake is becoming more and more blurred. And you have to have a trained eye or actually know somebody to know whether or not this is the truth. So somebody could be sending obscene pictures, images, to people you don't know online, purposely violating your digital boundaries. This person is an unseen predator. They could have been unfazed about what they did here. They were making no changes. They didn't care. Now they could be trying to escape this by moving. We have recovery and sirens. Psychological manipulation. Somebody could be tapping into your deepest desires and vulnerabilities. They have a temptation for this psychological manipulation. You could be trying to recover from this, what this person has done. You could be having a sudden recovery from an illness or some type of heartbreak. But I'm getting that whatever this heartbreak was, collective, it wasn't just somebody that perhaps you gave yourself to, spent time with, loved, cared about. But this could have been humanity in general. So if you have been taken advantage of, if you have had somebody here behind the scenes looking into your day-to-day, if somebody here has been talking about you being delulu or having some sort of cognitive impairment, something could be up for review now. Somebody could be reviewing what has transpired and seeing that there's been psychological manipulation here. That somebody was purposely trying to use your vulnerabilities against you. So you could actually be having a recovery from this situation, this heartbreak. It's not just a heartbreak between you and another. This is a heartbreak from perhaps humanity. And when I say that, I mean, if you've experienced a lot of trauma in your life due to other people, it's a major betrayal. And it's not just by one single person. It's not like you can heal from it and move on. It's a thing where you're traumatized. Now it's like these people that have traumatized you have set the tone for the rest of your life. It's changed the direction of your life. It's changed how you feel about people, how you trust people. There may be an intense energy here for you to recover. Not just act like you're unfazed, but actually recover from this psychological manipulation. Somebody could be saying these things about you, these horrible things about you, trying to start a fight. Because simply, your shine irritates their demons. Which means someone needs to do the shadow work. They need to do the inner child healing that they're carrying around, which is causing them to traumatize other people. This is so, so incredibly sad. All right. Clarify shallow and apology. Same shit, different day. Kissing ass. Crying over you. Subway surfing. Brand loyalist and glass onion. Oh boy, you guys. Subway surfing. Living life recklessly and on the edge. Coping mechanism. Rejecting rules or norms. Desperate search for meaning. This shallow, superficial person who's crying over you, that's the same crap every day. They may have a shallow apology for you, but it's superficial. This person has been living life recklessly and on the edge. What they've done to you is a coping mechanism. This person could reject rules or norms and not care at all for rules, norms, laws, anything. You could be telling this person you need to search for the meaning of life and what you're here for. This person could be born in 1983. This particular energy could follow popular choice. They could choose low-risk, familiar options, be a follower or name dropper, or comfort over risk. Now, let me give you as an example. I'm here on YouTube, right? I have a channel, I'm doing readings, and I'm actually choosing risk over comfort. And when I say risk over comfort, I mean I'm putting myself out there, right? I'm sharing, I'm helping, I'm doing what I can to empower people, right? But that opens me up to be treated in a way that might make me feel uncomfortable. And so the energy that somebody could be dealing with here is that there's an individual, perhaps a masculine, that follows popular choice. They always choose the low risk option, and they may weigh things out simply like that. Risk and reward. And they could go with the more rewarding option because it's the least amount of effort. It's the safest statistically, right? Okay, so with this glass onion, it says you think you get it at a glance, but it takes digging deeper to truly understand. So you may, this particular energy, you may think this particular energy needs to, you could feel like they just superficially say to your face, like, oh yeah, I get it, and they don't. They say they get it at a glance, but it actually takes digging deeper into something to truly understand. And y'all, I don't want to keep saying this word because, you know, it's very much overused, but I'm really picking up narcissistic energy here. Somebody could be loyal to, like, somebody who has like the more popular, so somebody could be more popular. Somebody could be choosing popularity, someone who is popular over somebody who perhaps isn't someone they fully understand. They could just be looking at things from the outside, very shallow like and superficially, to view like, oh, this person has more friends, or this person, gets all the girls, or this person, whatever it is, right? Over a chosen one. Over a chosen one with shine. Shine so bright, it irritates their demons. Somebody chose the big brand, and now they could be realizing that you're chosen. If they do the inner work, confirmation, they do the inner work, they are going to see. The reason they disliked you for any reason was because your shine irritates their inner demons. Clarify infatuation. Boiler room. Deceptive and high pressure tactics to convince you of something questionable. Motives. This person may have been chasing you, collective, and you could have felt like they were deceptive. You could have felt like they were high pressure, like sells, like they were trying to sell themselves to you and, do everything right, say everything right. They could have even been taking notes on their computer about their relationship with you. Okay? So this person could have been trying to convince you of something. This person could be obsessed, dangerous, toxic. They could have been trying to convince you of something because they were short on funds. They wanted to marry for money. This is why they were going for this inside scoop, nosy and all up in your business. This was a high pressure tactic to convince you of something that was very questionable. This was a motive. Somebody actually had a motive to chase you, to creep around in your life. They could have even been getting paid because they were broke. They could have been paid to say something about someone's sexual health. Confirmation. Lukewarm and ring the alarm. Half-hearted effort, saying, I care, but not showing it. Emotional middle ground. This person could come across as being lukewarm, but really they're this boiler room. Look at that. I can't make this up. They could want you to see them as lukewarm, as caring. But really, they're deceptive. And they're running some sort of high-pressure tactics to convince you of something questionable. They have a motive. Ring the alarm. Something serious is about to happen. Reaction to a threat, empowerment, or rebellion. Truth. This could be very serious, collective. This particular energy could have wanted you to react to some type of a threat. This was their high pressure motive. This is the truth. They could be compulsively creeping in your energy, collective. They're so dangerous and they're so toxic. They could be very possessive over you. You may have even just been friends with this individual and they're extremely possessive. yeah, this person could only like hit you up when plan A doesn't work out. And then ghost you whenever something does. You could just be an afterthought to this double agent. Wow. And early we had friends to frenemies come out. So you could have been friends with this person. They became a frenemy and they started sending pictures around online. So whether this is somebody you dated or not, somebody could have been trying to get others to be interested in you and waste your time. So become interested and then walk away. You could be trying to recover from this. Frenemies to friends, letting go of competition or ego. Sense of understanding, turning conflict into gold, or building bridges. Double agent pretends to work for one while working for another. Two-faced, untrustworthy, hidden motives. Again, we have hidden motives. This person has a hidden motive to come in and be a double agent and go from not being your friend to your friend. This person is coming in trying to be lukewarm, but Spirit's ringing the alarm and saying there's something not right about this person. Empower yourself. If this person just contacts you out of the blue because something else fell through, then know that this person is just lukewarm. But yeah, something about someone being highly deceptive. I almost said desperate. Highly deceptive. Using high-pressure tactics to convince you of something questionable. This person's a double agent collective. If this were me, I would, no questions asked, I would not be talking to the person, but that's just me and my opinion, okay? You do what you need to do, but yeah, so, wow. Something about October, January 29th, 1966, February 15th. Let's get one final card. Adjustment period and pennies from heaven. Divine intervention. So you can have a period of rest and reset. It's necessary to have a pause here for your growth and realignment, collective. You will receive small blessings. You may be seeing synchronicities, and you may be getting some help from your ancestors, support from your ancestors that are on the other side. This may bring in some hope and some abundance that you greatly deserve. So you can have some rest and recovery and transform into the butterfly that you are, essentially a phoenix rising from the ashes, however you want to look at it. There may be an adjustment period where someone needs to make a change to their plans when it comes to something. You could have made a change to this double agent's plan by withdrawing from this situation so you could transform. This was nothing short of divine intervention. Wow, you guys. This was, all I can say is wow. That's not what I want. All right, let's get a positive message just to solidify this meeting. This was in this deck, which is weird because I had no idea. So There could be something about a meeting here. Somebody could be teaching someone how to adapt to something. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get a final message to close out this reading for the collective? Okay, I'm going to take the one that's on top because this deck is still new and they're sticking together. Heart, home, and compassion. Number 27. Someone could be born on the 27th of the month. This is a 9. So this is the Hermit in Tarot. You may need to spend some time doing some soul searching. Spending time perhaps at home to do some sort of soul searching that's going to bring in this transformation for you. Do you see the butterfly on it? Over here? Heart, home. Love in its truest form. Compassion. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You are being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when heart home shows up. There is no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions and allow Spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When heart home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. Wow, you guys. I don't think that really takes any explaining. So I'm not going to say anything about it other than compassion, love in its truest form. Somebody may need to have compassion for somebody who's gone through a lot of trauma. Someone may need to be open to the psychological impacts that something has had, either on you or someone else. It's time for someone to do some soul searching. This is going to bring in some transformation. You guys, I hope that this reading helped. I really do. I only do these readings for empowerment, and I love you guys, and I want you guys to feel some sort of relief, resolve, something, clarity, confirmation from my readings. And I really hope that this brought in some answers for someone. If you guys like the way I read, please do like the reading. It does really help the channel out, and I would love to have you subscribe if you would like. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, okay? Bye.